Hello YouTubers! The hogs, good news and bad news. Bad news, they've died. Good news is they have lasted the longest. They've lasted me about a year and a half, which is better than the grinders or the Doc Martens. Well, the new Dr. Martens that are made in China. Not as good as the old Doc Martens that are made in the UK, the old steel toe caps, but they've started to rot a little bit. The cap there started, it does feel soft and very rotty, but the main place they go, my boots always seem to go just there, and you can see that's where they've gone. I've started to get a wet foot and they've gone there, but that's the only place they've gone. I mean, they have started to split a little bit on the edges there, but they're not leaking there. They're fine there. It's just that bit there, and that's the only place they've gone. The soles are fine, so that's a year and a half. So the soles have gone on them, are good on them rather. They're not leaking or anything. And the same on this one. A little bit of splitting there, but they're not too bad. I mean, I clean them every week, but they are starting to go. Just in there, you can see they haven't gone yet. Say the right one's gone first. These are starting to go, but otherwise they're still not in bad nick. It's just a pity it's gone there. So that was a year and a half of wearing. They were good boots actually. I was quite happy. Bear in mind they were the cheapest of the boots as well. Not bad. So they forgot the metal insole in the foot as well. So they're still toe capped, and they've got the steel in the things. It's made them heavy, but you did get used to the heaviness of them. They were comfortable. I just couldn't ride the motorbike with them because there just was no feeling because of that metal midsole. So that depends on what you're going to use them for, really, innit? Because if you're working on a building site, say, and there is lots of sharp objects and nails and things sticking off of the ground, then the steel midsole is a good thing. If, like me, you're a driver, it's bad in that you can't feel the pedals, and you can't feel the pedals in the bike either when you're riding a motorcycle. You can't feel anything. That's the only thing I didn't like about them, but it's not necessarily a bad thing depending on what you use them for. So a year and a half for them, that's not bad at all, is it? Whereas with the grinders, I've got the grinders here, they lasted about 7 months, and they went, well, you can see the soles, that was 6 months, and they were slick as hell. I used to go wee splatting these a lot as well. I mean, they weren't leaking, but you know, I kept going wee splat. They were slippery as hell. You know, if I went to the fuel pumps or the lorry wash, I was always falling over. They've also gone somewhere as well. I'm pretty sure they've gone. Or is it just the thing? Yeah, there's a hole there, which meant I was getting a wet foot. So that's the worst sole there. So if you think it took 7 months for that to happen, and I've worn these for a year and a half, and you can see definitely the better soles, and the grinders were about 20 quid more expensive. So definitely the hogs will beat them. Then we'll have a look at the Doc Martens. These lasted 6 months, so they were a month shorter than the grinders, but they were 10 quid. They were in the middle. They were £10 more expensive than the hogs, at 10 quid cheaper than the grinders. So this one's not so bad. My left foot rather, that's not so bad, and I don't think there's any splits in it. There are no splits in this one. But the right foot, that's gone there, so that was leaking. So that went at about 5 months. Then after 6 months I had a hole in the sole there, so I was getting wet feet again. So 6 months for that to happen. I don't know why. Say again, 10 quid cheaper. They've lasted a year and a half, and the soles are still better than the Doc Martens. So the hogs are definitely the winners so far. Of course, the main ones that have won, my old Doc Martens. These are the old Doc Martens. These lasted me 3 years. You can see the soles on them. They have gone a little bit slick, but 3 years, and I was a warehouseman back in those days. This was before I was driving lorries. So I was a warehouseman, so I was on my feet all day. But they if I can remember where they went, are pretty much still wearable, to be honest with you. There's a tiny split there, you can see a split there. That's the only place they've gone, and that's in 3 years. Hardly anything. So why can't they make boots like this still? Eh? So 3 years, I could still wear them. It's just a small split. Small split just there, really. So you could get away with them. In the summer, they could be summer boots. So the best boots of the best boots are the old Doc Martens, but you can't get them anymore. So these were the made in the UK ones. You can get Doc Martens still made in the UK, but if you want the steel toe cap ones, like these, they're made in China. So they're rubbish. So far, Hoggs are winning. For the modern boots, anyway. Now, this happened about a year ago. And I have since bought new boots, so we shall do a video on the new boots that I've got now. And I shall do a review on them for you. Right, so thanks for watching. I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye!